It's just like closing the door. No matter how good your key is, that target.
So why does endometrial concealment happen? Roughly, how is it caused?
This uterine shifting, actually, some of it is determined by your genetic makeup, and some of it happens because during the course of pregnancy, specifically within the brain's regulatory systems, or at the very time of conception. Conception typically happens around the 4-week mark of the cycle. Throughout the entirety of this complex process, in that surrounding atmosphere and general environment, it might unintentionally absorb various harmful or negative factors, whether those are audible sounds or subtle things that you simply cannot see. Sounds, or honestly, sometimes if your neighbor happens to be painting their house, or your neighbor is working on a project around their home, or even cooking something in the kitchen, and you suddenly smell those distinct and lingering odors, you should already be aware. If you're trying to conceive or are pregnant, you need to pay attention to these things. Because, as I've told you, many of these things are external factors that enter your body. External things, you might not even realize it, so you really need to go back and investigate. Sometimes when you feel especially itchy or have some kind of reaction, you might wonder why. It's definitely something external, something you picked up from someone else's place. And sometimes we don't even know where their house is, but you still need to pay attention to your surroundings. You have to be extra careful about your environment. If that thing is still there, still lingering, it's just like, if it comes back, if it's still there, it will still be on Tony. So you need to pay attention to your environment. If there's something going on with your body, because we can give you the best medicine, but if that thing is still there, it won't help. Yes, definitely.
I mean, it's like constant stress, if you know what I mean.
Yes, stress is very important. It's one of the key factors. You need to relax, and you'll definitely get better. Because once you adjust and go back, you'll really see things clearly. Okay.
He's already more than 1 year old, and now with this medicine, he can take it.
Yes, he can. Yes, that is correct. I definitely agree.
But it needs to be taken separately from that other medicine.
Oh, but they came together.
Separate the timing.
He analyzes the problem for him. At 2 years old, yes. At 2 years old, he can swallow it. Okay, actually, even babies can take it, right? Oh, but babies don't need it. You only need that one part. No need. From what I see, after 2 years old, even up to 120 years old, anyone can take it.
Dogs, cats, they can eat it too. Dogs.
You should try to be a little bit nicer to the cat from now on.
Remove the shell.
Because you do not have any practical requirement for the outer shell at this time, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for your help. We truly appreciate your willingness to proceed without it, and we are very thankful for your valuable support and cooperation regarding this matter today.
Always ask about the general one, hypertension. It's very simple. I think everything is fine. I think
so, but let me just share with you this product. It's not a drug, but it works even better than a drug. This product isn't a medicine, but it's comparatively stronger. We've added more. We are talking about, while this isn't actually a medical treatment, it's far more effective than traditional medicine. That's right, because it's a very natural food. Whether you want it or not, I don't mind. If it has ingredients, it must be something that can be better. What I'm telling you is, for example, 2/7. If you've worked in pharmacy, you'll understand. But our product is 100% natural, right? Everyone says it's 100%. But when it comes to selling, it's the developer's percentage. Of course, when it comes to other products, if they're natural, people know it. They're 100%. So actually, this is a food with a time function. But it's not exactly a food because food, like you just mentioned, something like shrimp extract, shrimp powder, if you treat it as a capture, right? Well, today I can tell you, if I explain this, you'll understand. You know, when you go abroad, everyone knows about vitamin C, but the vitamin C we take, if you have to take 100 milligrams every day, you don't need to eat 100 oranges every day. But does that mean that just because this tablet contains vitamin C, the tablet becomes an orange? What I'm really saying is that now, thanks to advanced technology, they've managed to make that thing into that size, right? But that's not right. A lot has been lost. Secondly, you can't just say it's because of a big chunk, like a big ice cube, or a lot more IQ. Don't understand? It's the same volume, it's the same, but the big ice cube is very bulky, you know, but it will affect others. It will bump into people, it bumps into them, and then follows them. It has its own part, because when it bumps into something, there's an effect. But if it's small, the impact is minor. It won't affect others. Last week, we talked about what side effects are. Side effects are, I understand, because it's very small. So later on, there are still some minor issues. Yes, correct. But the curve for us is doing one, because some people, their stomach acid, you know what stomach acid is, right? It will destroy the product, the active ingredient, the sample.
If I say, because sometimes our absorption ability for that thing on our side
Over there, it
takes a long time to dissolve, but that compared to the surgical effect. Okay. That sounds good.
it can be positioned directly under the tongue.
Is it bitter?
Well, you can give it a try. It really won't be that bad.
Sometimes for us, it's very fast.
Let me clarify a bit. What you said is correct. It's not absorbed in your stomach, it's absorbed in your small intestine.
His intestine is also healthy.
Right? Our product, because of its coating in acid, in the stomach acid, it can make it to the small intestine, which is more alkaline. That's the issue. But if you don't have that, that thing needs to be in the alkaline environment, then it will work. So for your small intestine, the alkalinity is important. But if some people don't have that alkalinity in their small intestine, then it's very hard to absorb. Yeah, I agree. You open it, you say, okay, open it on your phone. Okay, I need to hurry. I really like you all. Please invite me to come again. Every time I speak, it's different. Do you want that? All right, all right. Great. Everyone has been asking questions for half an hour. Everyone is really interested, and our staff said we can give out an encouragement award.